Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to be working our oblique muscles. So those, as I'm sure you guys know, are the muscles on each side of our abdomen. And today we're going to be burning and shredding them. All right, so here's what we got in store for today. All right, so first things first, just like we did yesterday, we're going to be doing 5 total movements with 20 repetitions for each movement. Now that's 20 total, okay? So if you have movements that incorporate both sides, you're going to be doing 10 on each side for a total of 20 repetitions. So just to quickly go over an overview of what movements we're going to be doing, and don't worry, I will show you exactly what these movements look like here in just a second. We are going to be first starting out with bicycles. We're going to move right into a side plank with a knee lift. Third thing we're going to be doing is heel touches. Fourth movement is going to be a C curve with a reach behind. And the fifth movement is going to be windshield wipers. So without further ado, let's get started. So first movement, bicycles. I'm sure you guys have probably seen this before. Very straightforward and simple movement. But how we want to start out is we're on our back. We're going to bring our feet up roughly to a 90-degree position. Looks a little bit like this. When you lift your body up, again, you're going to want to keep your core in tight, and you're never going to want to strain that neck muscle, okay? You're going to want to keep your hands behind your head, but again, all that lifting that's going on up here is coming directly from your core. So it's never this, but it's always this, okay? See the difference there? So what a bicycle is going to look like. It's going to always be opposite elbow to opposite knee, all right? So starting out, we're going to lift and bicycle, okay? So you see my right elbow is coming to my left knee, right leg extends out. Switch, same thing. Opposite elbow, opposite knee, left leg extends out. Always keeping my upper body lifted, using my core muscles and keeping them in tight, okay? So that is the full-on version. If you do need a modified version, you can drop your legs to the floor, keep your hands behind your head for that little added support, and just keep that leg down while you're bringing opposite elbow to opposite knee, okay? So that is your first movement, bicycles. 20 repetitions, so 10 each side. Second movement is going to be the side plank with a knee lift. And again, this is going to be 10 each side. So what this looks like, this side plank that we've got going on here is not going to be a normal plank. So you can tell usually a normal plank is up like this, or you can do it on your forearms. This plank is going to be done from our forearms. So what you're going to want to do is get on your side, and you are going to do a side plank. So this is what it's going to look like. This is the full-on version, okay? So you're going to want to keep everything in right here extremely tight. And when you do this side plank with that knee lift, it's going to look a little something like this. I'm going to show you first, and then I'll explain it. So see how this is going here? I'm feeling that right in here, right in my oblique muscle. And every time I bring that knee in and crunch, it's working that oblique muscle. So if you guys need to modify this at all, and honestly, for some of you, you might have a little bit more engagement if you do modify. Personally, I do like the modified version better because I can feel it more in my obliques. But it's going to be the same thing, except instead of having that bottom leg directly out in front of you, or in line with your body, you're going to have it down, and that foot's going to be pointed backwards. And this, it's going to be a stabilizer, but you're doing the exact same motion and engaging that core and those oblique muscles, okay? So you're going to do the same thing, 10 on that side. You're going to switch to the other side and do 10 more, okay? So again, you can be, I'll do it from this angle, you can be directly up in a side plank and do that lift. Ooh, and make sure you hold your balance. Do that lift. Or you can come down to your knee and lift like that, all right? So you should always feel it right here. Keep everything in tight. 10 of those side planks on each side. Already sweating. Third movement, heel touches. 20 reps total, okay? So these are fairly simple as well. This, you're really going to be, it's almost like you're in a sit-up position. So you're going to want to start out sitting up tall. Just go back to a point where your back is sort of in a C-curve position, okay? And all these heel touches are going to be is you reaching each side for your heels, okay? It kind of looks funny, but you do feel that engagement right here in the side of your obliques, okay? So that is what that looks like. Now let me try something. Actually, you know what? Go down even a little bit further. You feel it a little bit more. So the modified version would be up here, okay? And a little bit more advanced version would be down even lower, so you've got that core engaged even more, okay? So just reaching each side for your heels, 20 reps total. That's the third movement. Fourth movement, C curve with a reach behind. So for this movement, you are going to be in that C curve position, okay? I'll move over a little bit this way. So your back is going to be in that nice C curve position, so you can kind of see that that's going on right there. And what you're going to want to do is, when you're in this position, lift your legs up, and your arms are going to follow, or excuse me, your eyes are going to follow your arms backward, okay? So going from side to side, you can see that I'm twisting from my waist, but my eyes are following my hands back and just touching right behind my body. And you'll feel it right in here, okay? So that is the C curve with the reach behind. If you do need to modify that, you can keep your feet on the floor and just reach and tap behind. Always following, making sure your eyes follow your fingertips. Final movement, windshield wipers. This is a little bit more difficult move, but I know you guys can do it. So I'll start out with the modified version. So the modified version is going to be laying back flat on the floor. Your knees are going to be in a bent position, and all you're going to be doing is, you can keep your arms out by your side for the added leverage. And what you're going to want to do is take your knees from one side, pull those abs in tight, and use that core to bring those knees indirectly back to where they were, and go to the other side, okay? Same thing. Pull the abs in tight and pull those knees back to center line. Now, you don't want your knees to touch the floor. Never go down flat like this. Always keep them about, I'd say, 6 to 8 inches above the floor, maybe even a little bit more than that. Keep your head down. And then if you want the full-on version, you're going to put your legs up straight and do the same thing, all right? You don't want your legs to touch the floor, but it is okay if your back comes off the floor. That's what you want in this. And I can't go any further because my couch is right here. So I'll just show you again this side. So use those arms for leverage. And again, your lower back will come off the floor, but you don't want your legs to touch on that side, okay? So you will feel this. You do get a good lower back stretch, but you're going to feel it right here in your oblique muscles. All right, so once you've completed 20 reps of each of those movements, you're going to rest 1 minute and then repeat that entire circuit 3 times, okay? So full circuit, rest a minute, full circuit, rest a minute, full circuit, and then you're done. All right, so that is your oblique workout for today. Enjoy and get a good workout in. See ya.